1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for them on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 yards to go.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's
a good pick up there of 20 yards.
Chiefs.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you, because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 20.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 47-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
22-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Ravens, nothing.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. Third and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. TayKhaS Bowser coming in hard that time on the blitz. And he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Mahomes now on first down. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check. Lucky. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
There's 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Jackson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
First and goal.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
Give
him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. A lot of ground to cover. Second and 22. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nothing left side. Andrews with it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Mark.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Jackson. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Failed
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
28 all. Harrison Butker.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. But now it's 3rd down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw again is Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this.